Okay, a little clarification on what I said before about I am a director, but that was also kind of a lie. Again, no longer a filmmaker, call myself a storyteller. I may anecdotally say that because it's easier to say when I'm in group company. But the other thing that I identified is that I'm also a producer. I'm a producer, I'm a TV producer, and I have produced several projects. That's something that accidentally happened. Now, there's a lot more focus on what I want to do when I said I was a director. That was easy because it's not ambiguous, but I could always tell folks that when it came to projects that one of the most important people in your group is the producer. And when I was creating early, I always recognized, man, I need a producer because it gives me time to just be creative, focus on the creativity, and not worry about all the other stuff and the surrounding noise that kind of basically stops you from being creative. That was a thing that was a problem for me, and I didn't really enjoy about the creative process. But when I was working in TV, it kind of changed a little bit. Um, because I was kind of left alone to figure it out. And that's essentially what I did. I figured it out. I didn't only have to worry about what the story was going to be and the editing and how good it was going to look, but the logistics, the setting up the interviews, the interviews, the finding when I can do the interviews, where I can do the interviews, what does the advertising look like? What does the promotions look like? What does uh 2 days, 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 years look like? How do I deliver it to the public? I had to worry about all of those things and I had to get the right people in the room when I needed to. It was just so much. And that was something that I had to become out of necessity. But out of necessity, I really learned that I enjoyed it. And I also learned how to do it. I learned how to be that overall big role that isn't just focused into creativity. And as a producer, it's pretty exciting. I mean, it's really a thing that you can enjoy because you are like a puppet master in a way, which obviously sounds bad, but it's actually pretty the ownership, the buck stops at you essentially. Like every problem that we have, every solution that I have to come up with, or anything that doesn't go right, you are first on the firing squad, which is kind of intimidating. But at the same time, when you're building a team and you're building a group of people, they want to know that you have their back. And being the first one on the firing squad means you get to protect the people. If something doesn't go right, instead of pointing fingers, they see that you're willing to take that blame. They're willing to fight for you along the whole process. That loyalty is built very quickly when something goes wrong. It's very easy to create a product when everything is going right, but really, this process, the creative process, is a series of events of things getting in the way and stopping you and being a hurdle to what you thought your original product and final product was going to be, stopping you and you overcoming it. And that's what I have enjoyed about these projects, not just being a director, but being a producer, where I can say, this is what we thought it would be, this is what we wanted to be. These things happened, but those things didn't stop us from creating that final piece of art that we was able to make and that final story that we was able to produce. And so in this, I have no problem now saying I am a director and producer of TV and film projects between documentary, short films, and commercial. So that's kind of just what the process has been, and I enjoy it, and I'm I like it. Should I be introducing myself? This is something that's kind of new to me. So I'm Lester Rowe. I'm a director and producer of short films and documentaries.